Now to a follow-up to our exclusive interview on Friday's Morning Joe with Joe Biden, where he responded for the first time on camera to the allegation by Tara Reade, who briefly worked as a staff assistant in Biden's Senate office, who claims Biden sexually assaulted her back in 1993. Reade says she cannot remember the exact time, date, or location of the assault, but that it occurred in an empty corridor somewhere in the Capitol complex. I asked the former vice president tough questions because voters deserve to know the truth, and perhaps now more than ever in this Me Too era, facts matter. Would you please go on the record with the American people? Did you sexually assault Tara Reade?
No, it is not true. I'm saying unequivocally, it never happened. And it didn't. It never happened.
Do you remember her? Do you remember any types of complaints that she might have made?
I don't remember any type of complaint she may have made. It was 27 years ago, and I don't remember, nor does anyone else that I'm aware of. And the fact is that I don't remember. I don't remember any complaint ever having been made.
Have you or your campaign, have you reached out to her?
No, I have not reached out to her. It was 27 years ago. This never happened. And when she first made the claim, we made it clear that it never happened. And that's as simple as that.
Your Senate documents at the University of Delaware were supposed to go public, and then they were resealed. The access was changed. I know that you're saying any HR complaints could be in the National Archives, but why not reveal your Senate documents that are being held in Delaware? I know there's 1,800 plus boxes, but if she believes and she alleges that the complaints may be hidden there, why not strive for complete transparency? Why was the access to those documents sealed up when they were supposed to be revealed?
Well, they weren't supposed to be revealed. I gave them the university. The university said it's going to take them time to go through all the boxes. They said it wouldn't be, and that wouldn't be before 2020 that occurred, or 2021. I can't remember the year they said. But look, a record like this can only be one place. It would not be at the University of Delaware. My archives do not contain personal files. My archives contain documents, and when I say personnel files. They don't contain any personnel files. They are public records. My speeches, my papers, my position papers. And if that document existed, it would be stored in the National Archives, where documents from the office she claims to have filed her complaint with are stored. That's where they are stored. The Senate controls those archives. So I'm asking the Secretary of the Senate today to identify whether any such document exists. If it does, make it public. If
you could speak directly to Tara Reade about her claims or anything, what would you say?
This never, ever happened. I don't know what is motivating her. I don't know what's behind any of it. But it's irrelevant. It never happened. It never happened. Period.
Since our exclusive interview on Friday, there have been a number of developments. First, Reade reportedly had a planned interview with Chris Wallace on Fox News Sunday, but canceled it because of what she described to NBC News as security concerns. A Fox News spokesperson said the network had never confirmed the interview. Reade also told the Associated Press in an interview after my Friday questioning of Joe Biden about what might and might not have been in the limited report she says she filed in 1993 with the Senate Personnel Office. On Friday, in a Medium post just before our interview, and again during his exclusive appearance on Morning Joe, Biden called for the Senate to identify and release any record of the complaint she alleges to have filed. After the interview, Reade told the AP that what she had filed was a limited report that did not explicitly accuse him of sexual assault or harassment. The AP reports that Reade says that in the report she described her issues with Biden, but, quote, the main word I used, and I know I didn't use sexual harassment, I used uncomfortable, and I remember retaliation. NBC News reported on April 12th, back on April 12th, that Reid said she had complained of harassment, but didn't allege an assault. And in a text message to NBC's Ali Vitale on Saturday, it's after the interview, Reid wrote, quote, "I filed a complaint, RE, regarding sexual harassment and retaliation, but I'm not sure what explicit words on that intake form until we all see it again." The AP had interviewed Reid last year when Reid was one of 8 women who came forward then with allegations that Biden had made them feel uncomfortable with what they felt was unwanted and inappropriate touching. Biden has acknowledged those complaints, and he has promised to be more mindful about respecting personal space in the future. During one of the April 2019 interviews with the AP, Reid said that Biden rubbed her shoulders and neck and played with her hair. She said she was asked by an aide in Biden's Senate office to dress more conservatively and told, "Don't be so sexy." She said then of Biden, "I wasn't scared of him, that he was going to take me in a room or anything. It wasn't that kind of vibe." Reid told the AP that she was reluctant to share details of the assault during her initial conversations with reporters over a year ago because she was scared of backlash and was still coming to terms with what happened to her. She made the specific public allegation of sexual assault against Biden for the first time this year, around the time he became the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee. The AP discovered additional transcripts and notes from its 2019 interviews with Reid that pertain to the Senate report she claims she filed. According to a transcript of her 2019 interview, Reid said, quote, "They have this counseling office or something, and I think I walked in there once, but then I chickened out." On Friday, the AP asked her about that comment, and Reid said she was referring to having chickened out by not filing full harassment or assault allegations against Biden. In multiple interviews with the AP on Friday, Reid insisted she filed an intake form at the Senate Personnel Office, which included her contact information, the office that she worked for, and some broad details of her issues with Biden. On Saturday, Reid told the AP there may have been a box to check on the form noting a sexual harassment complaint, but she couldn't remember and wouldn't know for sure until she saw the form. Reid says she doesn't have a copy of the report. The AP notes that. Essentially, Reid is suggesting that even if the report surfaces, it would not corroborate her assault allegations because she chose not to detail them at the time. One other note on the formal complaint she says she filed. This from NBC News' reporting back in April 12th. Federal law at the time set forth procedures for allegations of harassment or discrimination in employment on the basis of gender, which would have included a hearing by a board of independent officers. No such process was initiated by Reid's complaint.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.